He's always around. Sorry, everybody. Just a little disconnection, but we back. All I have to do is call. Last time I talked to you, baby need a pair of shoes. She's all grown up now. Got her own car now. Got her own crib now. She even went to school. Got herself much free. And guess what, y'all? The baby taking care of me. Didn't he work it? Didn't he work it? Didn't he work it? Didn't he work it? Hands together. Put your hands together. We went across the sea. Pastor and the choir lead. Went to give God the praise. Singing him every day. But when I got back home, when I got back home, a sign was on my door. Great big red letter, big old red letter, big old red letter. Stand for closure, stand for closure. I say, Lord, you know, I know where to go. 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 Lost everything I had. Lost everything I had. Some of my friends is glad. But I kept on singing. And I kept on coming. I kept on singing. I kept on coming. I kept on singing. I kept coming. He gave me back everything. Brand new car. That's so clean, green. Everybody can see he never let me down. He's always around. He never let me down. He's always around. I got words against the wall. All I had to do is call. All I had to do is call. All I had to do is call. Last time I talked to you, baby need a pair of shoes. She's all grown up now. Got her own car now. Got her own crib now. She even went to school. Got herself much free. And guess what, y'all? The baby's taking care of me.
Oh my God.
Didn't he work it?
Work it? Didn't he work it?
Didn't he work it? Didn't he work
Put
it?
your hands together.
Hands together. Put your hands together. We went across the sea.
I finally got on here.
Went to give God the
Went to
praise.
give.
Singing
I have no
every day.
voice.
But when I got back home, a sign was on my door. Great big red letter, big old red letter, big old red letter. Stand for closure, stand for closure. I say, Lord, you know, I know where to go. Lord, you know, Lord, you know, I know where to go. Lord, you know, I know where to go. Lost everything I had. Lost everything I had. Some of my friends is glad. But I kept on singing. And I kept on coming. I kept on singing. I kept on coming. I kept on singing. I kept on coming. He gave me back everything. Brand new car. That's so clean, green. Work it out. I can't work it. Work it out. You can't work it. Work it out.
I can't work it.
Hey,
You can't work it.
work it out.
You gotta put it
Work
down.
it out.
You gotta let it
Work
go.
it out.
Whatever it is, you gotta put it down.
Work it out.
You gotta let it go.
Work it out.
You gotta put it down.
Work it out.
That's it.
Yeah! I live Queen. How are you?
Oh my God. Hey,
How are
oh
you?
my,
What's going on? Oh my God, I
I
thank
am
you.
fine. I am fine. I am fine.
Well,
How are
you
you?
look amazing. I thank you for coming on
Thank
and
you.
taking time out of this busy schedule. I know you have been going through some things with health, but you have took time out of your busy schedule to come on here and have client talk and talk with little old me. Listen, that is an
Oh
honor.
God.
This is an
Oh,
honor. You
not
guys,
at all.
I have
Thank
the
you.
Stellar Award winner, the known around the world as the ad-lib queen, Lady Dianne Williams, all the way from Chicago, Illinois. Dianne, this is such an honor. You guys know who I am. I am Brandon Moment, better known as Style Me Brandon. You guys know where you can find me at. You can find me on all social media platforms at Style Me Brandon. My website is www.stylemebrandon.com. That is enough about me. I've been doing this. This is, I believe, my 12th or 13th show. And I got the ad-lib queen, the Stellar Award winner. Let me tell y'all something. There's a lot of people from Chicago that have been nominated, but they ain't won. This is a Stellar Award winner, okay? And she is on here with me. So, ladies, telling the people that don't know who you are,
I'm sorry, babe. I
would
didn't
you
hear
mind
you.
letting the people know who you are for those that are watching that don't know who you are?
Yes, I'm Dianne Williams, a member of Cosmopolitan Church of Prayer, where my pastor is Reverend Dr. Bishop Darrell Smith. And been there for like almost 40 years. And I just love God and I love singing.
And this is the lady. That was her. We came on, you guys. I thank you guys, my viewers, you guys, for coming on back. We had a little technical differences at the beginning, but we made it. And I got her on
Yes,
with me, y'all. And
I'm,
it's gonna be
I'm
good.
so sorry for that.
No, you're okay. You are okay. I'm just, as Albertina said, I'm just glad that
Thank
you
you.
are still here. All right. Yes.
I'm
So,
still here.
so that's
I'm
good. So
still here. Yep.
yeah. So you guys know who this is. This is the ad-lib queen. She is the original ad-lib queen. So, we got some ad-lib queens out there. Y'all got them in y'all church and all that. But this is the original, the Stellar Award winner, Dianne Williams. So, Dianne, can you
Right.
give the people two
Right.
fun facts about yourself,
Two fun facts.
please?
Uh, I'm a big jokester. I like to make people laugh. And let's see. What's another fun fact about me? Mm, I cook, but that's not. I guess you would call it fun. I enjoy doing it.
Oh yeah, that's very much so fun. I'm still waiting on one of them pies.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on all them cakes and stuff.
Yeah, I got quite. I'm quite backed up. I'm kind of backed up, but I'll catch up.
Yes, that is good. So, Dianne, are you ready to jump on this train? You ready to get into these questions? So let's talk about fashion.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay. So, Dianne, the first question is, in the ministries and industries that you are a part of, is fashion important and why?
Well, fashion is important because there is a wear for the church. There's a wear for the church, and then there's a wear for people outside of the church. So we, as church people and Christians, we have to always be conscious of our wear or our fashion. And it doesn't mean that you got to be standing on a corner in a long dress with your hair nappy and a Bible in your hand. You can still be fine and gorgeous and all of that, and still serve God. Because God made the world and He makes beautiful things. So that's that.
That's that. So, fashion is important. Either if you're in the church, if you outside the church, if you got breath in your body, fashion is important, correct?
Always, always.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about you. Is there a dress code for a lead singer slash recording artist?
Definitely.
Okay.
definitely, because we set us as lead singers or part of a choir, part of a church, solo artist, whatever you may be. We have a standard that we have to set. You can't out and carry God's word, whether you're singing it, preaching it, teaching it, or whatever. You just can't go out looking like a poor pilgrim of sorrow. You still have to maintain your as far as the length of the dresses, because men can get away with a lot of stuff because they wear pants and they wear suits. But we as women, when we get to twirling and whirling and bending and bopping and stooping and back bending and splitting and turning flips and all that, you have to have on a decent enough length of a dress or skirt or suit to be presentable.
Okay. So
Hmm.
that's good. I'm glad you said that men got a little easier, because my client last week, which is the goal of praise and worship, Valencia Lace, she said men don't got it easy. She said some men are blessed in certain places, and it's just a distraction when you're ministering. And it's, are you selling yourself, or are you getting the people? Are you bringing the people to Christ? So that's
Well,
good.
baby,
So
you need to tie it up, tie it down, tape it, do whatever it is you need to do,
not tape
because
it. Ah!
when you're in front of people and you're representing God, you're not trying to be no sex symbol. So whatever you need to do to keep that girl
That's right. Keep that
you
girl.
you know what I mean.
Yes, that is good. Okay, so that's good. So there is a dress code, you guys, for a lead singer. You guys know. You guys have saw Dianne for so many years. We won't tell her age. She's under 50. Y'all have saw her so many years, and she has always been put together. She always makes sure she's covered. She's performed on all national platforms. You guys know her for Work It Out. She got so many other songs that you probably didn't know it was her singing. But when you hear some good ad libs and some good rhymes, that's the ad lib queen, Lady Dianne. So there is a
Thank you
dress
so
code
much.
for a recording artist, because she is a recording artist also. So she said there is totally a
Yeah.
dress code. So Dianne, how should a lead singer recording artist present themselves? So is presenting themselves dressing nice? Is that the way to go, or you do what works for you? Like, how is it? How should they present themselves?
Well, as far as me, I'm not a follower. You know what I mean? Own dress code and my own way of dressing and my own way of presenting myself, because I'm a leader. I've never
Yes.
been a follower. And I don't
Yes.
care what somebody else has on. If that does not appeal to me, for me personally, that could work for them,
But not
but
for you.
that does not work for me. Right. So I have always tried to set myself apart. I've always wanted to stand out and still be able to get the message across to God's people that he can work it out. If you step back and let him do it, he can. And you can't the sometimes when we the people are kind of have to sit there and size you up, what kind of shoes you got on, if you got a run in your stocking, if one breast is up higher than the other, and all that kind of stuff. Uh, that's why you have to make it a point to, before you come out of the door, you got to make it a point to look good to yourself. If you appeal to yourself, then somebody else is going to like what you have on.
I'm just gonna like it. That's good. And as
Yeah.
Lady Dianne said, it's crazy, but the people, especially in this church, y'all, they judge the book by its cover.
Oh
Honey,
my
they see you
God.
walking in, and if you coming in with flex, they want to cut up on your time, So like in the summing up, as Lady Dianne said, in every industry that you is, you gotta make it make sense. But not only make it make sense, make it make sense for you. Do what works best for you.
Right. Right. And I have always worn gloves. I've always had my handkerchiefs and my fans. When I go, I'm ready. The usher don't have to bring me
Yes!
nothing but some water. I even got my water sitting here. Like, I'm ready for you, baby. You
So
see,
you guys, so
this
you
is
guys see why she is crowned the ad lib queen. They don't
this
make it
is
like that no more, y'all. They don't make it
no,
like that no
this is
more.
a must. This is a must for me. I
Yes.
just don't feel dressed if I don't have my handkerchief and my fan. And my choir member that sits next to me, LaShonda, she's always cracking on me about my handkerchiefs and my fans, always. But this is how I go to church every
But
Sunday.
next
This is
time
how I
she
try
crack
to
on you, you tell her, girl, where your handkerchief?
look.
Next time she crack on you, you say, girl, where your handkerchief? Lasandra, she's on here. She's going to cuss me out later. But God bless you. Step back and let God do it. So, Lady Dianne, the next question is, and let's be very honest, we can stick with the church or we can get into the world. Are there restrictions for a female concerning fashion?
Are there restrictions?
For a female concerning fashion?
Well, there are restrictions for women who are confessing to be Christians.
Okay.
There are no restrictions for there's a line. You got to remember that. There's a line. We're on one side of the line, and the people in the world are on the other side. So we, as Christians, regardless of what they have on the other side of the line, we cannot cross that line.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You can't cross that line and come up and sing to me, oh, how I love Jesus. Once you cross that line, you're going to be singing, let me think of something that you could be singing. Thrill is gone. You know what I'm saying? Once you cross that line, there's a line. And you just got to keep it in your head. There's an imaginary line that you can, just like a person that has a piece of property.
Okay.
You got a house right here, and you got a house right here. Well, there's on the downtown and in the records, they have how much land this particular house has and how much land this particular house has. So they have to have a line, even if it's just grass, that separates their house from the other person's house. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
To keep people from getting up and flattening your tires at night because you done crossed over and planted a tree over on their side of the property when you shouldn't have. And that's how it is with us. We cannot cross the line. We have to always keep in our heads who we are and whose we are and what we're out here doing. It ain't about who got the biggest chest, who got the biggest legs, who got the longest hair, who got the you gotta be covered. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you ain't gotta be standing on the corner with tracks and your hair ain't been pressed in 15 years. You ain't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? You still can look good and serve God. You still can.
That's good. So you guys, you can still look good and serve God. You can still be sexy and fashionable and still serve God. Where there's a will, there's a way. And this is good teaching, you guys. So I hope you young folks out like myself is listening. I'm interviewing her, but I'm getting good nuggets. So I'm gonna make sure I do some things I gotta do. Okay, too, lady. I promise you I ain't gonna let you down. So you guys, there will be a point of the show when I'm going to allow you guys to ask Lady Dianne questions. Cosmopolitan, I see you guys on here. Shout out to Cosmopolitan, Pastor Darrell Smith. But shout out to the late Dr. Father G. Hayes. That man is amazing, amazing, amazing. Shout out to that man. We wouldn't have a jewel like Dianne Williams if he would have never put her out on the platform and let her do what she does best. So we have to give honor where honor is due.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I do not take that for granted. I came from a little church on the west side, and Dr. Hayes gave me a chance, and as you know, the rest is history. And I love him, I miss him, and I never, ever, ever get higher than he is or higher than my own pastor, the present pastor.
Yes.
You got to still, you know what I'm saying, regardless to what your status is or what kind of house you live in, what kind of car you drive, you still have to have the respect for who's over you. You know what I'm saying? You still have to have that. And even in his grave, I still respect, and he taught me so much about singing. One of the main things that he would say is, you don't get nervous when 2 or 3 people are standing up when you're on the floor singing. He said, you wait till all of them are standing up. Once you got the whole church standing up, then you go for the jug. He used to say juggler vein. Go for the juggler vein. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like some of these singers now, these singers now, outside of the fact that they can't sing and they can't dress, uh, they got double whammies going for them, and they only been out here a couple of weeks. You know, their feet are not even wet, and then they want to get out here and think they're greater than the people whose platform that they're standing on. You know what I'm saying?
Piece of
And
people.
the majority of them, like I said, don't know how to dress. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to present themselves. And with all of that, don't know how. You need to go sit down and sit under somebody and let somebody teach you and tell you something, because you don't know what you're doing. Number one, flat out, you just don't know what you're doing. You
Number
gotta
one, baby.
listen somebody tell you who knows what they're doing and who's been there and done that. You just came out singing Mary Had a Little Lamb. What about much Jesus there across the lawn? What about God? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
What about
I
all
understand what you said.
you got a whole lot of you got a long way to go. And fashion is a super part of it, is a big part. You can't get up and sing to nobody and tell them Jesus can work it out and your shoes ran over the cap. You know them little caps
Baby,
that be on the
Jesus ain't
leg.
working out for you.
And no, how you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me he'll work it out and help me get a house and you laying on somebody's couch? That's just
This
that's
is
just not
good.
that's just not the way it goes.
Go. Do you?
Brandon, you are
Oh, yes,
that's
you are
not the way
cutting up.
it
I
goes.
love it. So listen, you guys, there will be a point of the show
And
where
there's that.
I'm going to allow you guys to ask Lady Dianne questions. She is gone, baby. Yes. Help them, okay? So let's jump to the next question. Since we're talking about Father Hayes and Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan is known for their choir decor. How do you feel about the choirs now that's being out of robes?
Well, the majority of them are these millennials anyway, and that's not saying in a bad way. It's just a younger group that's coming along now, and every group has their thing. So when I came up through the ranks with Dr. Hayes and Cosmopolitan, we had our wear and the robes and so forth and so on. But now the younger generation, with the exception of a few, they have their own thing. And then after they're gone, somebody else will come along and have, or after they get older, somebody else will come along and they'll have their thing. So it's all in what the leader, whether the leader is the director or the pastor, it's all in what they allow. You know what I'm saying? If you can get away with wearing a nice jean skirt and a nice blouse and not have your chest all up under your chin, or not have your pants all down and you can see the streaks in your shorts, that's you understand what I'm saying? That's not how it goes. If
Uh-huh.
you're gonna wear a shirt and a blouse, and guys wear jeans with a belt, or have at least have them pulled up on you.
Yeah.
So that it's just that the younger generation now, they look at it in a different light than what we did when I came along. We got with Father Hayes. I've been with Cosmopolitan since February 6th of 1976.
That is
So
fantastic.
it has super changed since then, but we still try to hold on to that tradition to wear the robes. And there are people who love us for the robes and the way we do, for our wear. There are other churches and other choirs who still pattern after us. So it's not like it's gone out of style, or it's not gonna, it's not interesting. It's not that at all. Because
Okay.
you yeah, because you lay down tonight and go to sleep. When you wake up tomorrow, there's a new group that formed over here on 47th Street. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just
Baby, on that, baby. They just came about, baby. We ain't heard about them. They ain't did nothing, baby. But now they just see.
You are retarded.
Yes, so that's good. So, Lady Dianne, how many choir robes do you have hanging in your closet now?
Oh my God, there is so many I can't hang them up. They're in totes. I have 3 totes as long as this desk right here, and they are filled to the brim. And not only did we have choir robes, we had uniforms like 2-piece outfits, and the
Yes.
guys had, but I know we have to have at least 35, 40 robes easily, because we got a robe twice a year for gospel feast and midnight musical.
And I knew.
And so when you think about, the church has been going for 55 years, you understand, it was a little bit over 50 years, so it's about that many robes.
That's good,
Yep.
y'all. Cosmopolitan, y'all that's on here. Let me see. Y'all comment how many robes y'all got in y'all closet. The young ones on up to the old ones. Y'all tell me how many y'all got in y'all closet. I want to see. That's amazing. I come from a little old missionary Baptist church, and I got 3 robes, baby. We juggled the robes, and I
Oh Lord.
still got them. That's all we had is
Hey,
those 3
Kevin.
robes. And
Mm-hmm.
somebody had, my church is still going on. My pastor is deceased. My founder and my pastor is deceased. But someone said that they were bringing the robes back. And they was like, the proper thing is you're supposed to pass your robe down. I said, oh no, baby. I had paid for that robe, and I'm keeping my robe. Do you
Oh
hear
no,
me?
baby. You know what? I told my daughter, I said, when I leave here, just go to an open field. Bury me in an open field, put all my robes in there with me and all my clothes, because I don't want nobody back here arguing over nothing that they don't deserve. You understand what I'm
Do you
saying?
hear me?
Just
Catch
go
that
and
part,
put
y'all,
me in
that
the hole.
they don't deserve.
Yeah, put me in the hole, put all my robes in there with me, put all my clothes and my furs on top of that, and put the dirt on it, because
Did
I'm
y'all
gonna be
catch that
caught up.
too,
Oh,
baby? Put my furs.
I'm
Oh, okay.
put me. Don't take me out the borough though, because it's too many people will be on top of me, and I won't be able to get up when that first trumpet sound. Take me somewhere where as a matter of fact, just put me in the wall, and I know I'll be able to get up then, unless I get caught up in the rapture. But don't take me nowhere where they burying 5 and 6 and 7 people on top of each other, because I have.
Do you
When
hear
the
me?
trumpet
That
sound, I
is
will
good. That so
on that
y'all,
first.
baby, y'all better take her clothes. Now I would hate to have to come to a concert and y'all up there with one of her dresses on. I'm gonna go visit her and tell her what's going on, okay? Yes. Yes. So that's good. So Dianne, can we get very, very serious? Don't get too serious, but
Okay.
give me, because I know he's cut you up a few times. So
Okay.
what are some things that Father Hayes didn't allow you to perform in, and why?
Well, number one, Father Hayes was the president, the vice president, the dress committee, the treasurer. He ran it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So anything you saw us in, Father Hayes had already sanctioned it.
Okay.
So it wasn't a question of what you well, if he say wear blue, you say wear black. That's not do whatever he came up with. He would come to rehearsal and say, all right, babies, this is what y'all gonna wear for so and so and so and so. And even if we in our hearts sitting there saying wear that, baby, you better not even let him think that he thought you were saying that. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
And everything, we had to be from head to toe. Everything had to be right from head to toe. And when I came to Cosmopolitan, the president was staying at the stairs on each side, vice president and president. When you go up those stairs, if your shoes ain't right, if your robe ain't right, if your stuff ain't right, you
Uh-huh.
can't even, they will stop you in the line. So you know, you already know when you come in how you're supposed to be looking. And that's what Father Hayes, he instilled that in the choir, in the church period, because he ran it all. We had people who was acting in those positions. But at the end of the day, Father Hayes was the president, the vice president, the secretary, the you understand what I'm saying? The treasurer, whatever, and that's just how it went. It wasn't it wasn't no discussion. It was whatever he said, that was it. Yeah.
So it was order. And if like Maddie
Yeah.
said, we don't do what Maddie said, Maddie Moss said, we do excellent. I ain't watched the movie in about 2 months. But Father was a male version of Maddie Moss Clark. You gonna do it and you gonna do it right.
Oh, she was the
yes, and
exactly.
you're gonna do it and you're gonna do it right, and you ain't gonna tell me what you're gonna do, because this is my dream and this is my vision. So how you gonna tell me how my vision gonna be? So that's good.
That's what he was saying.
If we had more leaders out there like Father Hayes, I guarantee you, honey, we wouldn't be in no pandemic right now. Y'all are way home. All right, that's real good. So now, Dianne, when did you find out that you had the gift of ad-libbing and could create all the rhymes and rhythms that you have, that you're known for, that you're famous for? When did you pick up that trade? When did you know that you had the strength, like, okay, I can do it, and I can go on and do it, and I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna bless God's people. And many years later, this is what you're famous for.
Well, as a little girl, I used to always write poems.
Okay.
I used to always write poems to my mom and give them to my mom. And because I have been reading the Bible since I was like 9 years old.
Wow.
And everything that I read, my brain just kind of like saturated it and kept it in my head.
Okay.
So I thought that what I was doing, or when the ad lib comes, it usually is not, it just comes, and if I'm given a song, if a writer writes a song and they give it to us, they give us the outline, the verse, the chorus, the vamp, blah, 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 and then I add my whatever I'm going to do to it. But it's easy for me to do because I know the Bible, because I read the Bible, and I have read it. As a matter of fact, babe, I got 2 right here next to
yeah, come on, baby. Do you hear me?
Here's one.
Yes.
And here's the other one. One is my husband and one is my man.
Yes. yes. Yes, she said one is her husband and one is her man. Ain't that so right? I like that. Now I'm gonna say one is my wife and one is my girlfriend.
Right, I keep them in the bed with me all the time. So if it's something,
that's a good love token. Yes.
One of them.
Yes, the Bible is right and somebody's wrong. That is good.
Right.
That is good. Yes. They said the Bible with the big old gold letters. Yes.
So that's basically how the ad lib came along. I never thought that it would go to the point to where it is now. I just never in my wildest dream thought that it was, it would take off like that.
Wow. And look at you now. Wow. And some bling bling. Yes. That is all right with me. So, Lady Dianne, how many times have you been overseas?
4 or 5 times.
Did those opportunities come from Jesus Can Work It Out, or just you ad-libbing?
Oh no, it was through it was a conglomeration of all of us.
Okay.
It wasn't just me. It was the choir.
You was with the Warriors and Father. You was the
Father. Yeah.
Okay.
We went across the sea, pastor and the choir.
Me. We went to give God some praise, singing and every day.
Right. So it was Father Hayes and the choir. So
yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah.
1 second. Now the Saints know I'm on live and they want to call me. Now, Saints, how you? Okay, that they hung up, honey. Now you on this live and you calling me. I'm gonna read you, okay? But
Yeah.
listen. So now, if you got a question, honey, don't call me. Put it in the comments. Thank you very much. So Dianne, seeing that you have multiple pair of shoes, what's the tallest inch that you have performed in?
Before my back, got messed up, I probably six,
6.
six
Oh,
inches.
go ahead with your bad stuff.
But wait a minute, I wear 6 now. Let's not get it twisted. I wear 6 inches now. I might have to take them off, not because they hurt, but because of the condition of my back. But I do still wear them.
That is all right with me. Y'all heard her. She said, don't get it twisted. I still do wear 6 inches. Yes, that is all right with me. So,
I have to come
seeing
out of,
that,
but I
Patty
still wear
LaBelle
'em.
and Fantasia and them, they like to kick their shoes off. Have you ever kicked your shoes off when performing?
Never. I cannot stand for my feet to be on the floor. That's why they're nice and small. I only wear like a 6.5. I cannot. I cannot stand my feet on the floor.
Not on the floor
I,
at all.
mm-mm.
If I can't see
Not
that
at
6 inch, baby, give me a good old flat.
all. Well, I keep flats in my car.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I
So,
do
Lady
keep flats in
Dianne,
my.
you are famous for your buns, your hair rolls. At one point, you used to put chopsticks in them. Um,
Yeah,
what what was the inspiration behind your hairdos?
like I told you when we first started this segment, I just always wanted to be different.
You want
I
to be
just
different.
always different, and I just uh the Oriental and Asian women, their hairstyles are so beautiful, and they have the chopsticks. They have all over. That's basically where I got the look from them. I took it from them, but then I created my own hairstyles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Well, you are well. Let me tell you something. I think it was one time I saw you, baby. You had 3 of them. You had 3 buns in, and you had the
Right.
chopsticks. I said, "Oh, baby, she fit to sing us under these pews." she didn't. She didn't come. I said she didn't come to play at all. And let me tell y'all something, baby. Y'all have me falling down and all that, baby. Let me tell y'all something. Ad-lib queen, a bun ain't never came running on down. Never.
But when I first came to the church and I was wearing my in the French rolls and everything, I was seeing them down, and Father Hayes would be behind me picking the chopsticks up off the floor. Yeah.
Yes, you guys share, share, share. I have the ad-lib, the original ad-lib queen on here with me, Lady Dianne Williams. Give her some hearts. Give us some hearts, you guys. Let's love on her, love on her. You guys know she has been fashionista beyond the road. She's always been fashionista. If she had a holy garment on, baby, that hair was together, she had on good jewelry, and she kept her bling bling on. Do you hear me? She kept it on. So this is good. This is so good, you guys. So the next question is, what did you wear for the Stella Awards the year that you won your award?
I wore a black leather suit,
Yes.
and the top had rhinestones, and I had on black shoes with rhinestones coming up the front.
Yes.
That's one of my brothers calling.
Now, brother, you can't
Yeah,
call the ad-lib queen while she on my lap, okay? But no. So you said you had on shoes with the rhinestones up the front.
right, and a black leather suit with the jacket was rhinestone all over, and on the sleeves. No, not all over. From here and the sleeves, and then this was all leather. It was leather, and then at the tail of the skirt, it had the rhinestones around the bottom of the skirt.
That is
Yeah.
good. I love it. I remember it. I was little. I wasn't that young, but I remember you got up to that mic. and you had ad-libbed on them saints. I said, yes, 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 yes. And for those that are tuning in, you guys, you heard me. The question was, what did she wear when she won her Stella Award? Not nominated,
Right.
when she won
Right.
her Stella Award.
Right. Yeah. Let make that clear, boo boo. Make that clear.
Yes, do you hear me?
Oh,
So, Dianne, I know that you have performed without the Warriors and Father and Pastor Smith. How do you plan your attire when you have your gigs, when you're solo gigs?
sometimes the choirs or the sponsor of the program will ask me if I could wear the same color that they're wearing. Say, for
Okay.
instance, you invite me and your choir is wearing cream,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll ask Miss Dianne or Lady Dianne, would it be a problem for you to wear cream to match? Because we're wearing cream, or we're wearing black, or we're wearing white. And sometimes I dress according to what they wear, but most of the time I just pick out. I have my I have dresses that come way down because I'm conscious that, I'm swirling and twirling and doing whatever. So I always keep in mind to put on a dress that's long,
Uh-huh.
at least ankle. Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. So so you go by, so they, either the promoter or whoever's having the event, they let you know what's going on, and that's how you pair. So that's good. So Dianne, I think I know the answer to this, but maybe some people don't. Do you sew? Do you sew your outfits? Do you sew? Period.
I do so, but my specialty were robes
Okay.
more so than clothes, because after making clothes, sometimes people would see me with something on, and they would want it, and sometimes it would be a big girl
Uh
or
huh.
somebody who really, how can I put this? Um, they well, no, okay, my specialty were robes. I'm just gonna leave that right there.
You said I'll just leave that right there, because
Leave that right
you was about to cut up again. Yeah.
there.
Yes, that's good. Okay, so you do sew, but your specialty was robes. But you have sewed an
Right.
outfit for yourself if you had needed to.
Yeah, here and there I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. So you guys out there, they got choirs and stuff.
Somebody said couldn't fit it. So I didn't say it, somebody else said
You
somebody else
didn't say
said it. So
that. Ah, that's good.
thank you.
So, Lady Dianne, what do you miss about fashion from back in the days when you were growing up compared?
Shoulder pads. I used to love the shoulder pads. It's just that shoulder pads just gave it that smoking tailored kind of look. That's what I miss. I miss those shoulder pads. I
They're
really
coming
do.
back. They are coming back. I've been seeing,
Yeah,
like, they've been making suits and stuff with them. They've been putting them in like jackets. They're coming back, and as you know, being in fashion so long, fashion repeats itself. So they coming
yeah,
on
it does.
back.
It's just a circle. They go in. Hey, Dr. Professor. They go in and they go out. But that's what I miss. I miss that, and you know what? I miss back back a couple of years ago. I was a lover of leather. I love leather. That's what I miss. They don't make too much leather stuff now. You know what I'm saying? They don't make a lot of leather. That would be a nice leather robe would be nice, wouldn't it?
That's all right with me. Then the choir
Yeah.
master, Dr. Ricky Dillard, didn't he wear a leather robe on one recording?
Who?
Dr. Ricky Dillard, the choir master.
Oh, I don't know. Not that I know of. He may have worn one himself, but not the whole choir. He
No,
may
not
have
the
had
whole
some.
choir. I think it was just him.
He could.
I
He
forgot.
could have.
I think they was at Bishop E's church. I remember it was. I believe it was leather. I can't remember. But leather, that's
He
good.
could
So
have because he's very. Yeah. He likes his. He's a fashionista when it comes down to those choir robes. I mean, his director's robes. So he could have had something with leather in it. He could have.
Yes, that is good. That is real good. So, Lady Dianne, what is your favorite stores or boutiques to shop at? You can give me one or two.
Saks, Neiman's, Bloomingdale's, uh, Marshalls,
Yes.
uh, Value City,
Yes.
because this is how I am. If I see something and I can afford it and it costs $1,000, and if I go to, I do like thrift shops. If I go to a thrift shop and I see it and it costs $1, I'm gonna get it. So that's just how, that's how I dress. That's how I do.
That's
Yeah.
good. Well, y'all heard it, baby. She hit it with the expensive stuff first, and then she went on down. I love it. You got a clap at it, Queen. Yeah.
I was just naming. I wasn't doing it in particular order.
Oh no, I love it, honey. You named good stores. You named good stores. I'm waiting on the Lord to bless me, Lord. I can shop at them stores for my clients, but I'm grateful for the ones that I got.
I love them. I love thrift shopping. I like garage sales. I used to go all the time. My mother would wake me up every Saturday morning. She gets her papers together on Friday night and
Uh-huh.
have every place where we supposed to stop. She has it circled. So she calls and I would go and pick her up about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and that's about what time we would get back at night because she just she was just going everywhere, and that's how I like to go because I was taking my mom.
Taking your
Yeah,
mom.
I love it. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, Lady Dianne, what is your favorite song that you've recorded or led, and why?
Um, Number one, I'm gonna always be Jesus Can Work It Out is gonna always be, but my favorite song that I like out of all of them is God Said It, I Believe It. I love singing God Said It and I Believe It.
Yes.
Yeah.
God said
Hmm.
that's the song, right? You know, I ain't no singer, but yeah, I think I heard you
Hmm.
sing that one. Yeah. Well, go
Yeah.
on and sing it.
The
Yeah.
Lord is everything to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he would my comfort be. God said he'd be right there. I know he's everywhere. All right, I got a little corona in my throat, so that's my favorite. Corona,
Ah!
Miss
Wait a minute.
COVID-19 been working on everything, baby. My little throat dry as the Mojave Desert. That's why
Ah!
I keep halls available all the time, baby. Because
Ah! Wait a minute.
baby,
Oh, I was ready. I was ready. I was
COVID-19,
ready. I was ready.
COVID-19 that worked on this throat, baby. I'm telling you, you couldn't even find a cactus in this throat. Like, it's just like the Mojave Desert. I'm telling you, that's why I get this water up here dry, dry, baby.
Ah! I am over here hollering. Listen. Oh my God. Hey. Ah! Yes. So listen. Hey. Ah! Listen. Okay. So, Lady Dianne, which one of your gospel peers are leading the way in fashion today?
I'm sorry, say again.
Which one of your gospel peers are leading the way in fashion today?
Okay. That's a hard answer for me because my favorite person on the planet for dressing is Jennifer Lopez.
Well,
That's
that
my
was the
girl.
next question. So just gone. We gonna stick
Yes.
with Jennifer
That's
Lopez.
that's just overall. I don't have a favorite gospel singer, but her,
Go
that's overall.
ahead, J Lo.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
J Lo.
That's my
Ain't she
favorite.
bad?
Yeah. Huh?
Ain't she bad? That J Lo
Oh
dress.
God, she's awesome. Yes, she's awesome.
She
Absolutely
dressed
awesome.
that.
I love the way she dresses.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys, listen, you guys, we are at our time point. You guys, I thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys do have questions, please
Thank
put them
you
in.
all.
Say it again. So if you guys do have questions, put them in the comments. Lady Dianne is active on Facebook, and so is myself. So put them on the comments, and we will go back later and we'll go through and answer you guys' questions. We are not forgetting about your questions. You can most definitely go on and put them in the comments. But Lady Dianne,
Yeah.
um,
I got some lessons in on how to come on and how to do that, because I've wasted 15 minutes of your time, baby, messing around and pushing buttons. Because I'm
no
not
worries, no worries.
saying I need to take a class in in computers or telephones or
Uh-huh.
something. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of be up on what's going on. Come out the dark ages. Hey, my pay Pastor Darrell and Cosmo, I love y'all.
Yes, love you, passing around Cosmo. You guys have been great. You guys know who I am. I am Brandon Moman, better
Yeah,
known as Style Me Brandon. You guys know what I've been doing. I've been coming on for since this pandemic, just coming on with fashionable people in this industry via clients, friends, artists, you name it. The list is going to go on, and this is not the end. You guys be tune in with me next week. I will have Todd Rashawn Buckley on with me, you guys. Todd Rashawn will be on with me. We're going to discuss fashion as him being a praise and worship leader, an actor, and also a single father. He's a single parent. He's a father. So we're going to discuss that. You guys know where you can find me at Style Me Brand, all social media platforms. You guys know my website, www.stylemebranding.com. If you guys want to watch any of the shows are uploaded immediately on my website, so you can replay the shows at any time. That's enough about me. Lady Dianne, do you mind telling the people where they can find you at and where they can follow you and book you?
yes, my email address. Can I give out my email
Of course
address?
you can.
Okay, my email address is Dianne.Williams, the numbers 1122 at gmail.com. I'm having a birthday coming up on August the 11th, and any of you that are compelled or feel like you want to bless me, my Cash App number is dollar symbol adlib queen 01. Let me repeat that. Dollar symbol adlib queen 01 if you want to bless me for my birthday. And then you all have, you all my friends that are on Facebook. If you want to know anything, I'm more than willing to answer your question. Now, don't come asking me nothing about my personal business. Anything y'all want to know about my church life and what I do, that's fine. But that's where the line is drawn with me too. So
Yes. So, Lady Dianne, you know what we're going through. We're going through a pandemic. This has been life changing for people. Some people has been motivated through it, but it's something that has shifted the world. Do you mind before we
right.
get off? Can you give the people an encouraging word so that they can keep on keeping on and see what the end's gonna be?
Um, I will say this much: the virus has given me a chance to learn some more stuff about me.
Wow.
See, first of all, we all have to get ourselves right.
Mm-hmm.
We've had all these months and all these days that we've been inside, not able to do a whole lot of stuff, and got to wear masks when you go out. You got to wear a mask. You got to wear a mask to the bathroom, mask to the car, mask to the parking lot, a mask. And that's the term. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. But I do feel that God is going to change it,
Yes.
and we're going to get back on our path, but we have to get ourselves right
Mm-hmm.
and be humble. You can't be walking around with your nose up in the air, and thinking that you're more than your neighbor, because God will break you down to the lowest common denominator. He will do it. Ask me. I know. I can only tell you something that I've experienced myself.
Wow.
And when I lost my house and lost everything I had, I thought I was doing everything right, but apparently I wasn't. But when I tell you that God gave me back double for what I lost, I don't even miss the things that I lost. So the thing that we have to do as Christians is take care of us. love us, do and like God's, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves. You see that word humble, Humble, humble themselves. That's the whole point. That's what's wrong with the world now. There's no humble people. Everybody is grand, everybody is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is, and all this here kind of stuff. And God is just sitting back on the throne getting pissed off. Oops. He getting
That's
ticked
good.
off.
I'll
You
say it for him.
know
He's
what I'm
sitting
saying?
on the throne getting pissed off.
And he's just going to wait and see how far we are going to go. So we have to, we got to pray, and out of all that we've gone through, God has still provided food, shelter, and stuff for us to still survive on. Even if we don't have food in our houses, there are food banks and people giving away foods. All you got to do is get up off your lazy butt and go get in the car or have somebody take you to the Catholic Church and sit outside and send somebody to the door and tell them you need some food, baby, and they're gonna bring you out boxes of food for you and your family. But the whole thing is you gotta be humble. You gotta stay humble and you gotta pray. You cannot not pray. You got to always pray. Because God, He inherits our worship and our praise and our prayers. We need to pray all the time, pray without ceasing. You don't pray 2 days and off two. You pray all the time, and you got to stay humble. That's the key. You got to stay humble, and God will work it out.
Yes, he
He
will.
will.
Oh,
He
he
will.
will
I've
work
been
it
in
out.
tough situations, and I can't tell you today how I came out of them. I don't even want to know how I came out of them, because everything that's behind me, that's why I want to leave it. That's why they call this right here the behind. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they call your booty the behind, because it's
Behind.
it's in the back of you. It's in the back of you. So it's behind you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why I want to leave everything that's been terrible in my life behind me. And everybody else need to. Don't hold no grudges.
Yes.
Because the day you hold a grudge is the day you will lay down and not wake up.
And not with
Don't hold no grudges. Just get everything out. If you got to read somebody, read them and still love them.
That's good.
Don't,
Because I don't
yeah,
mind reading the kids, baby, but I will still love
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
So
That's the key. We read, but we hold a grudge.
yes.
We got to read and let it
And
go.
let it go.
Yeah.
That's good.
That,
You guys, this has been great. I got the Stellar
I
Award
have
winner,
had so
the
much fun.
original ad-lib queen on here with me, Lady Dianne. I thank you so much. You guys be sure
You
to
are
tune
so
in next
welcome.
week. I got Todd Rashawn on here with me. You guys, we're going to discuss fashion and have a good time like we did today. Lady Dianne, can you groove with me
I'm
while
gonna
we...
come back. I'm gonna come back anytime you want me to
Okay,
come.
I
Next
got
time.
you. When this
Wait,
pandemic lift,
let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Google gave me this Chromebook.
okay?
Still in the box. I gotta get it hooked up, baby. That's all. And see, I won't have to worry about this little generic telephone. Next time you call, I'm gonna have this on. I'm gonna have that hooked
Okay.
up.
Well,
And
once
and
this,
and
but next time I call, you're gonna be on the set because God is taking this somewhere. We're gonna have a set the next time I call you.
oh, God bless you. Glory to God.
Ain't he good?
Good for you.
Well, Lady
Yes.
Dianne, I thank you. And can you groove with me a little and let's go off? You guys have been great.
Thank you, darling. I love you. Thank you, everybody. Oh, God, you playing my song. Yeah. I wish I could sing, but I can't. My voice is low. Love you.